Okay.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Antoinette. I'm a doctoral student at the Institute of Education, the UCL Institute of Education, and I am one of the 2016 STSI cohorts. I guess where I should start. How did I find out about STSI? I'm part of the Black Doctoral Network, and they have a PhD group on Facebook. And I guess someone else who was interested in joining the summer program had posted up about it, and then I applied. So I guess that's how I found out about the program. Why I was interested in doing the program, a few reasons, but the main reason would be, as you can tell by the accent, I am a Londoner, British, and my research looks at racial socialization. And without going in too deep about that, that's a concept that has been explored over in the States. And the concept is basically, if you have a positive, saying that Black students do well when they have a positive identity, and what helps you have a positive identity is having a grounding in your history. So if you're African American, you're more likely to do better at high school, get higher GPAs. If you have a better sense of your identity, and a part of that would be knowing about African American history. So that was one of the main reasons why I was interested in the summer program. Also, it's at Columbia. Why wouldn't you want an opportunity to somehow be affiliated with an Ivy League institution? So I would say at the onset they were my main reasons as to why I was interested in the summer program. Now, what I actually got out of the summer program was more than I had expected, especially making that big trip from the UK to the States. So those were my reasons behind it. What did I enjoy the most? To be quite honest with you, I can't pick one thing I enjoyed most. What I did enjoy about the whole experience, or what I could say I gained from the experience, is I gained a deeper understanding of African American history, and actually learned a lot about how that fits in with the whole kind of Black history, so the history of the diaspora as well. So it was interesting for me to kind of to understand that. And even though I wasn't the only person who wasn't from the States. If my memory serves me correctly, there was someone from China. So Min Yang was from China. I was from the UK. We had someone from Qatar. But then we also had people who hadn't necessarily who had grown up in the States. So it was just interesting having different people's perspectives and their kind of relationships to African American history. So we had high school teachers, we had doctoral students, we had professors. So one thing that was useful for me was just seeing how Black history plays out in the everyday world. So we had someone was a curator at a museum in New York. So just different, and people doing different things. So that was one thing that I took away from it, getting a deeper understanding of African American history and how that fits in with the history, Black history across the diaspora. What was really useful for me practically is we had a seminar on using technology for learning. That was really, really good. Just to give a little bit of context, in the UK, in higher education, online teaching isn't really big as I think it is in the States. It's a trend that I guess more institutions are willing to explore over here in the UK. But from what I've understood, it's not as big as it is as it is in the US. So having that seminar actually gave me an insight into how I could use more technology to teach over here in the UK. And because a lot of it is available online and is online, geared towards like online teaching, I feel like it gave me like a leg up. So I definitely got, practically, that definitely was one of the things that definitely would has helped or will help my teaching in the future. Also made really good contacts, and started, I guess, new friendships and relationships with people as well. So definitely, I've always, don't want to put it out there, but I've had my eye on being affiliated and teaching in particular institutions, and I met two people who teach at those institutions. So I was able to like find out more and develop relationships. And everyone was, I don't know if it was just because I'm from London, but everyone was like, oh, when you come over, let me know you've got somewhere to stay. So it was really lovely that I got that opportunity to develop these relationships. So I went out there just expecting to get a deeper understanding of African American history, but I came out with contacts and friendships and practical skills that I can actually use in my teaching. And then obviously this is all in the backdrop of being in New York in the summer as well. So like, what more could you ask for? So if anybody, especially if you're coming from the UK, you're thinking about doing the STSI program, I would definitely recommend it. Definitely for different reasons. So me personally, I've always thought that I would like to teach in the States. So I've made good contacts in that respect. Also, it helped me to understand more about how like universities operate over in the States as well. And like I said, more importantly for me, and for my PhD research, understanding how African American history kind of fits into the whole like history of the diaspora, and not necessarily just how it fits in, understanding it from a different perspective, so understanding it from different people. So that I mentioned earlier, high school teachers, professors, and we even had a visit to the archive, looking at how African American history is also kept in the archives as well. And it made, when I came back home, it made me think about how Black British history is archived as well. So, and just making those comparisons and just thinking about things from a different perspective as well. So it was definitely an enlightening experience. And if anyone's thinking of going, I would definitely recommend it. Get on it as soon as you can, apply, and then book your tickets and then have fun at the program.